Hello friends, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to today's video. Today, we are going to be doing sort of a review of the new expansion pack that has just come out, Enchanted by Nature. And when I say sort of, I'm basically taking this sim that I currently have here, Jessie Hathaway, and I'm going to take her and kind of transform her into a fairy. So, if you haven't known, this is the sim I've been using. I've been making videos on the event here, the Nature's is Calling event. I have for the last 3 weeks. So this is the sim I have been using here, but I'm going to move her out into the new world. We're going to get into Cass and give her a makeover and ultimately change her aspirations to one of the new ones that came with the pack. The last couple of review videos that I have done of expansion packs and whatnot, I have basically looked at all the furniture items and, looked at all the casts. I'm really not going to be doing that. I will be looking at some of the stuff, but I want to create a sort of a fairy type gameplay for this sim. I really love fairies. I love everything to do with fairies. And so I thought it would be fun to just, instead of looking at everything, just let's kind of get into the gameplay, I guess, more than the looking at what comes with the pack. So what I will do first, I think, is let's go ahead and pop into Cass and change her aspiration and give her a little bit of a makeover and use some of the items that came with the pack, and we'll get a good kind of feel for it, but it won't be looking at everything, if you get what I mean. This is because of my shaders. I am using reshade, so if I turn that off, this is what it looks like. When I installed this game, I had problems with the shaders. It actually wouldn't let me run my reshade. I even tried G-Shade. It wouldn't let me run any of that. Something between the EA app and the reshade, it wasn't giving me a certain file that I need. So I had a whole lots of hoops I had to go through and get it fixed, but it looks so much better this way. Just ignore the lines. I don't want to turn it off because sometimes when I get in and I turn it off and I put on certain outfits, they look totally different when I do turn the shaders back on and all of that. So just have to do and ignore these little lines, But anyways, okay, enough of that. Let's go ahead. So we have a new aspiration. We have 3 new aspirations, I believe. We have the fairy, which is what we're probably going to go for. We also have the Elixir Enthusiast. This sim wants to learn everything there is to know about the apothecary skill and craft powerful cures and elixirs from plant-based ingredients, which I think this is really cool. I like that. If it wasn't for the fairies, I would probably try this out. There is also Nature Nomad. This sim embraces natural living and enjoys fulfilling their every need in the great outdoors, which is also, all 3 of these aspirations sound really good to me. But I want to put this sim wants to show the world just what kind of fairy they can be. Now, of course, we are going to have to go through the whole turning her into a fairy, which I believe we have to meet Mother Nature and all of that. So we'll be hopefully doing that. We also did get 3 traits. So we have the disruptive trait right here. Disruptive sims are driven to interact with the world by messing with it. They can spread interpersonal chaos by giving bad balance advice or stick it to the nature by disrupting plans. Oh, disruptive sims build mischief skill faster but are slower to regain balance than most sims. Okay, that sounds interesting. Then we also have this mystical, I think I'll probably give this to her, feeling a strong affinity for both the natural and supernatural. Mystical sims sees higher purpose in living harmoniously in each world and sharing that with other sims. These sims learn apothecary and gardening skills faster and have an easier time building friendships with the occult sims. Mystical Sims can offer to grant a sacred blessing to other Sims, which increases balance for both Sims if accepted. So this sounds like it's the good version, and this sounds like it's the evil version. But I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna also get rid of these here. And then we have the plant lover. Plant lover Sims treat each and every plant like the little Sim they are. Being a friend to plants is not always easy on a plant lover's emotions, but luckily these Sims don't need any skill to share their special interest. Just a big heart. All right, I'm gonna give her this as well. So we're taking 2 of the 3 traits along with the aspiration. I think I'm also gonna give her the loves the outdoors just because I think that will probably fit really well with all of this. Now we are going to change her clothes. I am gonna try and use as much as I can from the pack. So we have this. So I'm kind of just gonna run through this very quickly and just pick out something. I don't know how I feel about this outfit. I tend to not like high-waisted things. This is a really pretty dress. I do like that for like her formal. I'm gonna put that as her formal. That's really pretty. We do have these other ones that could be her formal. That is god awful. I'm sorry. I don't like this at all. Maybe for an older Sim? I don't know. This one's not too bad. I don't know. And then there's this one and this one. I like this one. And this is the swatches that comes with it. I think, ooh, that's pretty. That purplish one. I think though, I like the 2-tone, 3-toned, whatever tone. Ooh, that's really pretty. I like the white, which is unusual for me. I like this white the best. I do like the ones that are 2 or 3-toned as well, but I think I'm gonna give her this white one. That's really pretty. And let me look at shoes for this. So it looks like we have 2 shoes. I'm gonna have to remove this dress just so we can see it. So we have these ones here. And then, oh, if you wanted to be a centaur, is there centaurs? I'm not sure if I like these shoes. I mean, I get it, the point. They're supposed to be all naturey and everything, but I think, I mean, you can't even see it under this long dress. I think I'm just gonna give her though. I don't know that I care for these. I'm just gonna give her something more like simple and plain, you know, just something like that. And then I'm gonna give that dress back so you don't even see it. That's so pretty. Back to everyday. We do have this. This is cute. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. It's got like a little mesh covering. I kind of like this for her everyday. And then you have these swatches here. I think I like this first one really the best. That's really cute. I'll keep it in mind. I will see if there's something else I might like better. We have this one, which is very similar, except that these are longer and the side is revealed, or yeah, in there. They're very similar. And then you have, of course, this. Oh God, that is really pretty. That would make a good party dress. I like that. And you have all these different colors. It's so vibrant. Ooh, I like that pastel. All of these colors are really good. Yo, I do like this. For the tops, we have a sweater. And then we have this. This is really cute. And then we have this, which is also cute. I do like that. You're gonna be hearing cute. And this is cute. Oh, that's cute. I know my vocabulary is vast, but all I want to do is use cute. And then you have this one, which I think is, I like this one. It's not bad. And then, of course, this one. I'm wondering if there's a bottom that goes with this. And so then we have, these are the bottoms. Oh, those are cute jeans. And then they have a skirt and a longer skirt. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I don't like it. And I don't like that one either. And I don't like these. I only like the jeans. That's all I like out of the bottoms. I think for her everyday, though, I am going to go with this. This is probably my favorite thing. And I like it in that color. And for her bottoms, we do have some sandals. I'm going to take off the socks. We do have these sandals and we have these shoes, these boots. I mean, okay, those are solid. I kind of like the bottom. I mean, like that. That is cute. I was just wondering, maybe I should give her 2 just because when she does eventually turn into a fairy, I'm wondering maybe she would look a little different. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like anything with like the vampire where you can turn it off and look more natural, like human. So I kind of am wanting to give her a second outfit. Maybe I do give her this dress for when she's a fairy. What color? I think I like this pastel real well, but I don't know what. I think the outline in the black is really pretty. And I'm wondering, there's probably tights that will go with it. They've given us just these tights right here. I am not sure how I feel about those at all. I get the point of it looking like nature, like leaves and stuff. We also have these socks, I guess. I think with this dress, I don't think she should have anything on. She maybe should have this actually goes really nice. This is probably meant to go with it. I do like it. And even in these straps, I don't even have to change the color. Like, that is nice. Although a black would look fine, but I do like it. And this bluish kind of matches this dress. So that, I think, will be her second. Also, I want to see her hair. I do like this hair, but it came with the Love Struck pack. So with the hairs, I'm curious to see. Okay, so we have a little bit of hairs here. We have this one. I don't like it. I think it's similar to something we've already got. We've got this one. I feel like this is what Mother Nature's probably wearing. And then we've got this one. I don't like it. It's got leaves in the hair. No thanks. I don't like that. And then we have, oh, I do like this really, really well. And then there's, oh, you could change like the, ooh, that red and pink, yo, is really pretty. It's got like little golden strands. I like her in this blonde. Yo, yeah, that's really pretty. I think I really like it. This hair is probably my favorite thing. It really is pretty. I think I'm gonna choose that, but let's see. We got this one. This one's pretty nice too, actually. And then it's got the same, it's got like little ribbons or something and woven in it. And then there's this one, and this one is no thanks. So I think this is my favorite, and it's what I'm gonna go with. I think she's now gonna be a blonde just because I really like it in the blonde, and I'm gonna change the color of her eyebrows to match her hair. There we go. We do have a bunch of new hats. Got some horns. We got these horns. We got this. Ooh, okay. And we got this. All right, we got a few things. Okay, that's interesting. I don't think so. Then we have some new jewelry, do we? We do have some new ones. I'm just gonna see really quick. I know I said, oh, it's only one side, I guess. Oh, there we go. Now we've got both. Or we can have these long ones. I actually like these longer ones. Maybe in this purple to match her outfit. Then we have necklaces. We have this one and this and this. I like this key. This key is pretty cute. I think I like it in this first one that it comes in. That's pretty. All right. Looks like we got some new face paint if you wanted to give her like this. I don't think so, but that's cool. So there is her everyday for that, and then her fairy. So her formal is this, and let's see, we have any exercise? Probably not. I'm probably gonna leave this, or maybe I will. Yeah, I'll just leave that for right now. This was her sleepwear. We don't have any sleepwear. And her party. What, you could use this as her party. God, we gotta take all these things off of her. I'm gonna also make this her party. Why not? Why not? And then this is what came with the event, which I like. I do think that I want to change the color swatch now, I think, to this purple. I like that. And her hot weather, let's see. I just like this top. I'm gonna give her this top, but I'm just gonna give her a different like pair of shorts is what I'll just give her. I think I'm gonna go with these in this color, but then her top is gonna be, I like this dark purple really, really well. And we'll take these off. And maybe I will give her these, but in a black, kind of like that. And then her cold weather, let's see. We didn't get anything for cold weather. Her cold weather, I actually will just give her this sweater. And we'll put it in, I'm going to put it in this purple, I think. And then I'll give her a pair of, not those, jeans. Maybe. Actually, this looks really cute together, doesn't it? And then I'll give her the boots that came with the pack, which is these ones here, but we'll just put it in these plain. I like these boots. They're cute. So there is what she's gonna be like. For her new aspiration, her first thing on the list is to become a fairy. Then we have to throw 3 fairy dance parties at a fairy home and befriend 2 fairy sims. Well, in order to do any of that, we have to move. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her move. So we have the new world, Innis Green. I'm not gonna read that little part for it, but we are going to move here. And there are 3 distinct areas. So you have this area, which is the coast of Adamor. I don't know. It's a bustling seaside village. It's all to do with gnomes, basically. And here you have 1 residential. And then you have 2 houses that are already occupied by these families, 2 families. And then you have a museum here. And then you have Spruce Dairy Grove, which is more for the, if you were gonna have your sim get into the apothecary skill and be more nature, you would want to be in this area. You have 1 house that you can move into, and you have these families here, or this family here. You have 1 family, and then you have this empty pond you can move into, which is the biggest one here, 64 by 64. And then you have, it looks like it's a non-residential, but you have a bar over here, it looks like. But this is where we're gonna go, Everdew. This is the fairy portion of it, which is what I'm looking for. So we have like a lounge, then we have this family, the Summer Dream, and then we have the mystical besties. Maybe we'll become friends with them. And then we have this empty lot right here. And then we have this, which is the watering hole, which I would probably bulldoze. I think I'm gonna go for this empty lot. I'm very tempted to take this house, because it's probably made with some of the things, but it also says fairy passage, but that might be a lot trait that we can put on ours. So I'll probably just change the lot traits over here. So I'm gonna take this empty lot. This area is so cool. It's so mystical. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is really, oh, it is a giant, wait, it's a giant tree house. Oh, whose house is this? Move in household from gallery. Is this the house that we could have bought? Oh, it's in a tree. Now I'm wishing I would have bought that. So this is our place right here, this lot. I want to try and build something around it, I think. But now I'm wishing I would have bought this other house in a tree. I mean, I could still move. And I think we did bring all of our stuff with us, which I wanted to sell. You know what? Maybe I could sell everything and then see how much we have. Okay, after selling everything, we have 23,000 simoleons, which I believe is enough. All right, so we're moving again. I see now that it's in a tree. Yo, I would have totally, yeah, you know, I'm a little slow on the uptake, so we are going to move here. I really like it's in a tree. That is really cool. And yes, it does use a lot of from what is with the pack, but there are a few things that I'm going to change a little bit here. Okay, y'all, let me just show you what I have done to this place. So it was pretty much lighter. It was a lot lighter. I have made everything pretty much dark. I like it. I really like this house. The outside was originally, the roof was like the grass mossy kind of looking. I just went with this wood. You can't really see it in the dark because it is nighttime or evening. So in the daytime, this is how the house is looking instead of the grass or moss, whatever you want to call it. So it was this before, and now I have made it this darker wood. There are a lot of swatches for it, so you could go lighter if you wanted, but I like the dark the best. I have pretty much made everything inside dark as well. I also got this cute little fairy house. So right now we can't do anything. It says you can shake for fairy dust, but we don't have any fairy dust. We can also read fairy tales. I think that's super cute. I just thought it was cute outside, and these lights. I used this tree-like looking wallpaper instead. Inside it had all of the, the print. I don't mind the print so much, but This is fine. Like, this is fine. I don't mind it. You kind of can't see it right here. There you go. So it was one of these. This one is what it had. I just really like the idea of being inside a tree. I really like these windows, and I wanted to use these windows a whole lot. So I went with it. So I pretty much used everything from the pack. I had to use a couple of other things, like they didn't give us any refrigerators, but I feel like the Realm of Magic pack, the stuff from there, that's what the refrigerator and the stove is from, I feel like it fits with this pack. So I actually found myself using quite a bit of pieces from that pack to mix with this one. But almost all of the stuff is from the pack. And even like I needed a dog dish. I've had this, I think this came from like My First Pets or Pet something, but it looks like a little tree trunk, and it's a pet dish food bowl. I've kind of blended everything in like this little toy box over here. I used lots of greenery. I just really like the greenery, so I did use a curtain in here, and I gave a fireplace, and I was a little bit disappointed that the pictures, they only gave us for pictures, you get this backsplash, I guess, right here, but you have to unlock this pictures from when you join the career, you go to the nature path, you get that unlocked, but they only gave us really this. This is it. This was a bit upsetting to me that they didn't have that. And the rug selection, they gave us 3. I mean, I guess it's better than the pictures. I don't really care for this. I don't even know that I used it. I may have used it in one room. And there are different like leaves and stuff that you can get. I don't know. I just didn't care for it. I did use this one in the living room. You can see here. We do have some swatches that are some are nicer than others, but I like this one the best in here. I really like the couch and some of these others. I did put up. These gnomes were really, really big. I shrunk them down just once so I could fit them in here. I just thought they were cute. And of course, we've got our TV. As you see, this is the kitchen and this little dining room and a living room. And then in through here, I did make a kids room. So I'm really loving the bassinet. I really like the one with the acorns. I think that's super cute. So I got a bassinet there. And then here is an infant bed, which I think is really cute, kind of matches. And the rug swatches, this is the same that's in the dining room, but you know, as obviously this swatch, I feel like these last 2 swatches you could use in a kid's room. So I went with the lighter one. The other ones are pretty dark and like have dragons on them and deers and stuff. Maybe not so much would fit, but I really thought this was super cute. And we've got a little toy box they gave us and a couple toys and this little light. Not gonna lie, it's not a whole lot. And then upstairs we have our master bedroom. As you can see here, I've got her desk and this dresser I really like, and I found myself using a lot of the same decorations because there really isn't too much. They gave us a lot of planters, so they have these what are called these living plants, which I guess are these something that we're gonna have to water. We'll have to see, but I gave her some of those. The clutter, there was just not a lot. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm being picky, but the thing is they did give us quite a bit of like, for I guess skills and stuff. I don't know. I feel like this pack didn't have a whole lot of items, but you are getting the gameplay. They gave us a bunch of new aspirations and traits. I feel like whenever they do that, if they give us a bunch of items, we have less aspiration or traits or gameplay. If they give you more gameplay and traits and aspirations, you're gonna have less items. There's no happy medium for them. They can't give you a balance, I feel like. The bathroom is over here. I'm gonna take these walls down so you can see. I did use the rug in here. So we have our sink and we have a toilet, which is a tree stump. I think is funny. And I do really like these little wall decorations or like lights. I really like those a lot. I've got one on each of the walls. I've got a number of them. And the shower I do like as well. And I love this lamp. This is probably one of my favorite things out of the pack. I really, really like this. So I have used it a couple places. And then upstairs, I have her little like apothecary kind of thing going on because I am going to have her do that. So I really like that. And this, I believe, was part of the pre-order. So if you get this game before August, the beginning, I think, of August, you will get this. This is there's 3 items, and this is one of them that you will get. But we have now our apothecary and stuff. So I was looking over this aspiration. Actually is not that long. There's only 2 levels, y'all. There's only 2 levels. So I figure once I get through this, I'm gonna try the apothecary one. The elixir enthusiast is what I think I'm gonna try next. It's about the apothecary skill in crafting powerful cures and elixirs is the one I'm gonna go for next, I think, after I finish. I just don't think this will take a whole long time. Maybe it will. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to just see. But I was a little disappointed that it doesn't have like the normal 4 levels. I also did have her join. We had a new job, and it is this neuropath, so I'm having her do that. So I am really looking forward to her doing that. So one of the things we have to do in order to become a fairy, we have to acquire a fairy seedling. We can get this either through foraging, fables, ordering off the computer, or asking a fairy. So one of her other things that we have to do is to befriend 2 fairies. So I thought maybe if we befriend some fairies, we will be able to get a seedling. So once we get the seedling, we have to plant it to summon Mother Nature, and she's going to guide us on our journey to becoming a fairy. But of course, Jessie here is very hungry and tired and needs a shower. And it is almost 11 o'clock at night. So I'm going to actually have her come in here. I'm going to have her go ahead and fill this in case Nugget is hungry. And I'm going to have her get something to eat, and then she can go to bed. And then in the morning, we'll investigate about trying to become a fairy. And now we have this. Jessie has contracted an ailment. Ailments have various effects and can be a source of suffering or surprising strength. These come from being very imbalanced, but ailments can also be contracted through contagious spread, like interacting with other Sims who have ailments, using a toilet away from Jessie's home lot, or sometimes just waking up a little under the weather. Ailments will pass naturally after some time, but Jessie may wish to cure it sooner. Ailment cures and preventative elixirs can be treated at an apothecary table, visiting a neuropath, or fairies have the ability to remove it. We have an ailment, and we do have burning passion. Jessie feels her temperature rising. A fire is rising from within and threatens to ignite her and anything nearby. What? Are we gonna spontaneously combust? Oh no, I'm gonna have her take a shower. And Nugget is barking at this lamp. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we have to go out and find a fairy. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to go travel. This world is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we've got these waterfalls right here. I really like. We do have this glowing rock. What is this? Okay, so I guess when we have fairy dust, we'll be able to teleport. Here looks like a fairy. Okay, what is this? Collect all fairy dust. Oh, we're gonna talk with this lady. We're gonna have a friendly introduction to her. And ooh, her wings are beautiful. Oh, she is cute. This is Nadja Kishka? I don't know how you say these names. And what is this? Oh, I do not. This plant. Wait a minute. This plant. What is this? It's a wild lightning root, ready for harvest. A lightning root plant is an electrifying presence in any environment. Known for its dynamic energy, it channels the force of nature, enabling Sims to connect to the plant. I feel like this could be dangerous. I don't know. I feel like it might be dangerous. I'm gonna wait until we absolutely have to collect something. And we did unlock fairy dust in the notebook. Okay, wait, let's talk and make friends with this lady. Let's give her a heartfelt compliment. Where's she gonna go puke? She gonna go throw up in the bush, yo. Oh, she's sick. Oh, her arms. Oh my gosh, her arms, yo. Her arms are red. They look like flames. No. We gotta make friends with this lady so she can cure us. I'm gonna ask about her day. Let's see if we can't make friends with her a little bit. We can revitalize Nadja's needs, but we are sick. We need to be healed, yo. We need to be healed. Can you heal us, lady? And we're gonna ask about her hobbies and skills. We found out she's a music lover. Can you cure me, though? Maybe she won't be able to. Maybe we have to go to, like, a healing place. Wait, what is this? We can sponge bathe in the bathroom, learn about Everdo history, investigate fairy court documents, use the Mossville Fairy Hub esteem toilet, research on how to become a fairy. Okay, well, I want that, but I'm afraid our body's gonna combust. You see, we have 3 days with this burning passion. Let's come talk to this one. Let's give a friendly introduction to her. That lady left, apparently, so, you know. Okay, we have this guy here. Orberin Summer Dream. Let's give a friendly introduction. And apparently we made friends with that lady because we now have one fairy friend. So we're supposed to be able to forage. I see over here. We can sleep here. We can forage here. Let's forage. I see if we unlock the second level of apothecary, we'll be able to forage for apothecary ingredients. Jessie has learned more about her using her natural living skill. All right. And Jessie has now a new skill in natural living, allows her to fulfill more needs outdoors. It can be challenging at first, but living out in nature becomes easy and comfortable with practice. Jessie can sleep on the ground indoors and outdoors, but will gain energy slowly and lose hygiene until she grows more skillful. Jessie can also bathe in any outdoor water that's shallow enough to wade in, including ponds, rivers, and ocean shorelines. In addition, Jessie can also take a sponge bath in a public restroom and the fairy hub located. Okay, so that's cool. Eating harvestable foods will help Jessie gain a small amount of fun. I feel like it should give you more in your nutrients as well. All right, and we got a happy gnome garden pal. What is that? Oh, it's one of these. Okay. And we got two piles of fairy dust. We can acquire a fable. That was one way to get a seedling, is by reading fables, I think. So we're going to ask for one. Okay, acquire fables. Sims can acquire up to 3 fables from various fabulists around town. Travel and collect a fish. Oh, so these are like little jobs. Like, kind of like the errands in the cottage living pack, or like odd jobs that you could do. I see. If I do this one, I will get a forbidden fruit, live house plant, and end of fable. Or there's this one, the stubborn misfortune. So, oh, I can't do this. I have to complete the stubborn misfortune first. So you have to do one before the other? Or at least for this one. So we have to ask fairies for an item to deliver. We're gonna get the Starseed Teleporter Emotion Potion and randomized fruit or seed. Okay, so I guess we're gonna get 222 simoleons. So we're gonna go ahead and get this, I guess. Yeah, it's like the errands on Henford and Bagley for sure. So does that show up under our jobs? Whoops, nope, it does not. Does it show up here? No, it doesn't. Where do I find it? How do I know that I have done it? So it isn't under here. So where does it show? Up here. Wait. Oh, we've got this under our thing, our simology. We've got Jessie has stayed in a good mood lately and is currently feeling balanced. So, okay, I'm glad we're feeling balanced. Jessie is sure she can feel good luck shining brightly on her today. So we've got good luck, apparently. Ask about fairies. We're gonna ask about the Starseed Teleporter, and we are going to ask about the Fairy Council. See what information we can find out from this lady. Winged or wingless, all fairies are emotional creatures who need to tend to their emotional force by absorbing emotions from others or drinking emotion potions. Fairies that embrace their fairy behaviors can earn ability points and gain a new rank. So it's kind of like being a vampire. You know, instead of plasma, it's emotions. We're feeding on their emotions. Oh, it's kind of creepy. And we have made our second fairy friend. So it is this lady. Ask for help curing ailment. Yes. Please, lady, could you cure me of this ailment? My arms are on fire. Oh, she's gonna do it. Oh, wow. That's a really cool animation. Oh, I really like that. Oh, we got this. Oh, and are we cured? Are we cured? We are. Our arms are gone. Our arms are gone. Okay, so she cured us. Yes. So I do think I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. I am going to be playing some more of this. This will most likely be just like a short-term kind of thing. I just want to go through this pack. I don't know how many episodes I will have in this. We'll just have to see. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below. Did you get this pack? Are you enjoying it? I feel like I've been let down. I feel like there isn't enough of the build and buy items. I don't know. There's some really nice things in there, but I feel like it is lacking a little bit in the item department, in the objects and stuff. But the animation for the fairies, just so far, I've only played it just that little bit. I really like the animations. I think that's super cool. I do like the foraging and being able to sleep here and all of this nature stuff. I love nature, so this is right up my alley. I am happy with it. Is it worth the $40? I really have to play more of it to give you if it is or not worth it, because to me, it's gonna be coming down to the gameplay. If you look at just all of what you get in the build and buy stuff, no, it is certainly not worth the $40 at all. But considering that we got all these new aspirations, a new job, and all these other gameplay elements, I would probably say yes, but I'm gonna have to play it some more to let you know for sure. So you guys have to let me know how you are liking it, if you got it, if you are enjoying it, or if you're holding off on it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, it would be amazing if you did. And also don't forget to click the little bell to get notified whenever I have a video go up. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.